Alright guys, so welcome to the film room. In this series we'll be breaking down each offer we accept and explain the decision making process behind each order. For some background, I multi-app only using Doordash and UberEats while maintaining high ratings on Doordash so I can utilize the incentives they offer. We spend so much time and energy on factors outside our control, like base pay, if customers tip, and order volume in our market, but gloss over the most important aspect of gig work, which is our decision making. Bad decision making can make a good market look bad, and good decision making can uplift a mediocre market. If you guys enjoy this type of content, let me know by hitting that like button, and if you have a suggestion or want to provide feedback, please comment down below. But with that said, let's get right into it. Also, in this particular series of videos, we are documenting a week where we did over $2,000 in earnings. And this particular shift is day 6, where we started the day at 17:31:23 for the week. Alright guys, welcome to part 4 of this series on our road to 2K. Today's day 6 in the week. So, man, without further ado, let's get right into this, man. So we started the day off here at 17:31:23. We was planning on doing the film room for Friday's day, but I was looking through the pictures, and today, the Saturday, I think teaches a more valuable lesson than Friday. So yeah, on Friday we did like 3:30 or something. I put it up on the screen, but Saturday was a interesting day to say the least. But boom, we start the order. So we work weekends a little bit differently than we do weekdays. The zone that we like to dash in for lunch on the weekdays is a Monday through Friday type of zone. It has all your commercial businesses, so it's going to be Monday through Friday that is busy, but the weekends not so much. So on the weekends we go over to the east side, over to Cleveland Heights, and we're out there all day. So we're on the way, we're not even working our way to Cleveland Heights. We're just driving over there, and we did get this UberEats order at 10:08. So it's a shop and pay, 11:42, Target, 2 items. It's going to drop us off over in Larchmere, like Shaker Square, which is kind of close to Coventry and University Circle. I've been testing out University Circle over in the Cleveland Heights zone on weekends because it is near like schools and hospitals. So maybe early in the morning and in the afternoon. I'm trying to see if that area is jumping over there. So I don't mind that drop off. It's only 2 items, 11:42 Target. And like I said in the last video, the Target shopping pays, it's only 2 items, so it doesn't even matter. But Target shopping pays are pretty easy on Uber Eats just because the aisles they're labeled so well. So boom, took that. Next thing, smoking. Okay. So after we dropped it off, we must have not got nothing in University Circle because we ended up going all the way up to University Heights. We got a double 1087 for 4.7 miles. We got this at 1054. So yeah, a little minute. We're starting out pretty slow here. 1087 4.7 is Dave's, and I don't even know the other merchant. Looks like it's McDonald's or something. But 1087 for 4.7. It's 1054 in the morning, so it's still early. We're not really too concerned. We're just looking for something decent at this hour. Your weekends start slower, in my market at least. It doesn't seem like your consumers that are ordering are waking up until like noon. So anything that I could get early, and this goes for any shift, honestly. Whatever I get in the early morning hours, I'm happy with what I get. If I'm making at least 20 an hour in those early hours on the weekday, early hours on the weekend, then I'm fine. If 25, that's like, oh man, we're having a fantastic morning. But I'm not expecting too much when it comes to the early morning hours on weekdays and weekends. It's a struggle. Oh, yeah, so we ended up taking that. What's next? Yeah. All right, next thing, we drop it off. Where this dropped off? This dropped off pretty close to University Heights. Ended up getting this Walgreens. I mean, $5.50 for 1.3. 6 items, not the greatest order in the world. Again, $11.29 in the morning on a Saturday is not like 11:29 in the morning on a weekday. In a weekday, I'll be a little bit more upset about getting this order. On a weekend, I'll just take it. I'll just take it. It's not the greatest, but we'll take it. Then we got this add-on 6+ first watch. Now, I remember what's going on here. So, one, this particular first watch is horrible. First watch on Cedar in University Heights. It's terrible. It is terrible. It's not just the weekends either. I mean, on the weekday, this is one of the places that I pray DoorDash don't send me when I'm looking for an order in University Heights. I mean, most of the first watches are pretty bad, but this particular one is the worst. So I got that while I was in the Walgreens shopping and checking out. But I got this also on UberEats. 11.06 for 1.8 from Popeyes. So, you know, hey, that's decent. It's 11:34 in the morning. So I'm willing to give Popeyes a shot early in the morning. Because I don't think come on, man. Come on, Popeyes. Like, it's too early for that bull, bruh. Like, you gotta have it somewhat together at 11 o'clock in the morning on a weekend. I know it ain't that many people up ordering chicken at 11:30 in the morning. So we took it. That's why we took it. I died. Forgive me for my rant, but that's why we took it. Turns out with this order, this is an order it was declined a lot. Maybe their lobby was locked, or they were taking slow. It wasn't ready when I got there. And the tip on here was only like $1. So this is mostly base pay. But yeah, I didn't even explain what happened here. So what ended up happening is after we got done shopping at this Walgreens, we went over and picked up this Popeyes order. Waited like maybe 5 minutes. He got it done pretty quickly for me. It was just like ghost pepper wings. And then we went over to this first watch to see if it was ready. And it wasn't. It wasn't even close. There was dashers standing in there waiting. Their dining room was packed. We ended up just unassigning this and just taking the Walgreens order and then dropping off this Popeyes to this lady that only tipped like $1. So, boom. That's what we ended up doing. $5.50 plus the 11.06. That's what that ended up being. So next thing, smoking. And they get the 7.21 for 2.9. And I remember I was kind of irritated getting this order. I'm not sure what DoorDash even sent me, if they sent me anything or if I even tried. But 7.21 for 2.9 at noon. It's not really the type of order that we're looking for, but this order we should be able to do quickly. But actually we ended up not being able to do quickly because we had to wait like 5-10 minutes for the pizza, but we had to use the restroom anyway. So we went over to the CVS and used the restroom, and then we picked up this order. So 7.21, 2.9, not the greatest. We want something a little bit better than that on a Saturday at noon. And maybe that's why I didn't try DoorDash. There's like no peak pay on this particular day. I don't think peak pay started till like 5:30. So, and probably the acceptance rate wasn't where it needed to be, so we didn't want to risk it. Not sure, but that's what we took. All right, so, and then where this dropped off at? This dropped off over in South Euclid, which makes sense. Okay. So then next thing we got this Eat It Joe's, 7.37 for 2.1. We like this order because it's quick. It doesn't necessarily drop us off anywhere significantly better. It pretty much drops us off in the same area that we was at. But 7.37 for 2.1, like, why not? Let's go ahead and take it. We was over in South Euclid where there's not really that many, there's no high paying restaurants over there. It's all like just your normal fast food, Dollar Generals, Walgreens. I wasn't expecting too much over there anyway, so we took this. Okay, yep. All right, so next thing we ended up getting this Popeyes, $39.05 for 9 miles, going all the way to Euclid. Now, thought process on this one. One, we're behind pace right now. We're not happy with the pace we are at. It's almost 1 o'clock, and I don't even think we're at a $20 an hour pace so far. So I felt like, hey, I need to take a gamble because I can't keep getting nickeled and dimed on these $7 orders all freaking afternoon. So we went ahead, took a gamble. $39.05. The payout's big enough where if the items are small enough, I would purchase and end up just buying it myself and then eating whatever the difference is on this order because it's $39.05. And then on DoorDash, we turned DoorDash on too. We got this Chick-fil-A because this is high mileage. We figure we might be able to squeeze one in. We're desperate times, right? We're behind pace, so I'm pulling out the stops. Pulling out the stops. So I get this Chick-fil-A. This Chick-fil-A in the mall, $6, 1.6. I already got to go inside the mall, pick up the Popeyes anyway. $6, 1.6 miles. We could swing that real quick and then take this Popeyes, and hey, we'll be back on track, right? Then we got an add-on for this Popeyes, and the good thing about this add-on is that it would either be taking us back into where we want to be from Euclid, or we're just taking this on the way to Euclid. Either way, it's fine. However, UberEats decides to draw it up. So we're like, okay, cool. That's good. But we go inside, and one, that Popeyes is super busy. Two, of course, somebody already picked up. Both of these orders were already picked up. So we really didn't have much of a choice but to cancel this. So we ended up canceling it. We got $6 for it. Then we delivered the Chick-fil-A, and yeah. Yeah, so we wasn't too happy with how that all turned out. So we dropped off Chick-fil-A, and boom, okay, maybe we back in business. 21 plus, Paradise Biryani, catering bag required. It's going 9.1 miles. Where this dropping off? Oh, this is dropping off over in Chagrin Falls, so like a whole nother zone. Remember what I said about DoorDash, right? If DoorDash drops you off on an order outside of the zone, DoorDash is going to prioritize your account and finding you an order going back in the zone. And this is going to Chagrin Falls, and I know of a particular, I always get the same restaurant, the same freaking restaurant every time I have a drop-off going over there. So I just know it's when I drop this off, I'm going to get an order from that particular restaurant I'm thinking, right? But we go over there, drop it off. Ends up turning into $27.68, so decent, not too bad. What do we get next? This is what I got. So I'm thinking, hey, see where I'm at, right? I'm pretty much at the drop off. And I got something to stack. Nothing but cakes, pizzazz on the circle. And this thing going all the way to freaking Garfield. And after that Popeyes didn't come through, the biryani wasn't really it wasn't the greatest payout. I was starting to get frustrated. It's 1:57 in the afternoon. I've been out for 4 hours. My hourly's still not where it needs to be. This order is a stack, and now I'm pretty sure my acceptance was low because I definitely did not want to decline this and go below 70. And I'm frustrated. I ended up accepting this, and I was so irritated. I met up with wifey after I dropped off these orders and got some Chipotle because I was annoyed. I was so annoyed, and I needed to bring it back because I was starting to get frustrated. And when you're frustrated with this DoorDash, man, I mean, it's half mental. You have, if you get too worked up into what's happening, you're going to make bad decisions. And you gotta keep your emotions out of it. Anyway, 10:50, 11:26. We dropped it. Met up with wifey. Got some Chipotle. Let's see what time. Yeah, you see. So the next offer I got was at 4:03. So we probably ended up dropping this off about 2:45, 3 o'clock. We'll call it 3. So we turned our dash on. Boom, drove to our nice spot over on Lander. We drove over there, turned the app on, and so the Lander Road hotspot, I kind of consider that that's my safe hotspot. It might not have the highest ceiling, but I feel like it protects me from getting a bad order. And that's all. All I'm looking for at this point is I just want a decent order, so I don't start off from this break frustrated. And I got a decent one, 19 plus, 6.7 miles, going to Burntwood Tavern, and it's going to drop me off over looks like near Coventry or University. No, it looks like near Coventry. So cool, 19 plus, 6.7 miles. That's all day. We're gonna take that. That thing turned to 21 bucks. Okay, we rolling. And what we get next? Damn. Okay. Next thing, smoking. 34.96. Swenson's. Catering bag required. Going 12.1 miles. Going up into Chagrin Falls. Again, Chagrin Falls. And this is Doordash sending me out there. And this is it's a Doordash drive order. So this is like a real catering order. It's like a couple boxes of burgers and sides and all kind of stuff on this. So we actually ended up having to wait about 20, 25 minutes after I ate the Chipotle, which was good. Because after I ate that Chipotle, I needed to take a nap. I took a nap. The dude was yelling at me to wake up so he can load my car with the food. But yeah, got that. Happy about that. Dropped that thing off and bam.
Yes, sir.
5708. 5708. Feeling great. Now remember what I told you. DoorDash is dropping me off. Now with that earlier order, they did prioritize my account and sent me a order to take me back into the zone. It just wasn't a good order. Let's see what they sent me this time. Bam. M Italian, 2375, stack going 6.1 miles. And this drop off, it doesn't take me back into the zone. It just takes me back towards the zone. So this drop off looks like it's going to be in the Bedford Garfield zone. 2375 for 6.1 miles. Of course, that's a fantastic order. So we took that. What do we get next? Okay, next thing we got something on Uber. 2367 stack from PF Chang's and somewhere else. 2367 going 10.6 miles, but this drop off, the last drop off here, is back in our zone in Cleveland Heights. So we use DoorDash to get us closer, and then we use UberEats to get us back into the zone on this particular instance. Why you got a multi-app, guys? But yeah. So we just had $100 swing, $50 Swenson's, $20-something stack, another $20-something stack, $100, probably in a little bit over an hour. So that was great. So boom, take this, drop it off. What's next? Oh, okay. PF Chang's and Irie. So two good merchants. Irie Jamaican Kitchen's a good merchant. They're reliable. And PF Chang's, they're PF Chang's, man. They're reliable. Let's see. So what we get next? Boom, get a stack here. 1450 going 5.2 Panda at 703. This is decent. If I'm not getting a catering order on DoorDash, then this is at least what I want to see. Double digit offers with 2-to-1 miles to money ratio. That's what I'm expecting from dinner on DoorDash or Uber Eats. So good. Where this dropping off? It's dropping off over near University Circle, which is fine. It's fine. It's close enough to Coventry. There's some restaurants on University Circle too that I could get a good order from. We're fine with that order. We're fine with letting DoorDash just run after we drop it off. No need to pause it. Okay. Next thing here, we get this $33 Dunkin' going 5 miles. So I already know like somebody's already picked up this order or something. I know something's up with this. This drop off is great. It's taking me right back in Cleveland Heights, right near Coventry. And my thought process going in is that I'm pretty sure somebody already picked it up and stole it or whatever. But I used to be a district manager at Dunkin' Donuts, so I still got a whole lot of reward points and points on my app. Worst case scenario, I'll just buy it. I'll just buy it with my leftover Dunkin' rewards from when I used to be the district manager there, doing shops, drive-through shops, and all that kind of stuff. But it turns out this location was closed, so we got $3 for it. Yeah. Shout out Sister Morris. That was one of my stores. Sister Morris, be glad that I made a career change, because if I was doing this on the side and I would have came to your restaurant and it was closed early, because they don't close till 9 o'clock, then I would have been on 10, and you already know that. But hey, I hope they're treating you well. I hope they're treating you well, sister. But yep, $3 for that. So on to the next one. All right. Okay. So we was down on the Dunkin' on Carnegie. So yeah, we worked our way back up into University Circle, and we got this solid $22.50, 7.5 miles, Potbelly and Corbos. And this is dropping us off out the zone in the Bedford-Garfield zone. So again, we're pretty sure that we're going to get an order going to send us back in the zone. Now, this isn't like the best part of the Bedford-Garfield zone. So the type of order that I'm expecting from here, there's 2 zones over in the Bedford-Garfield zone that are okay. But one's Harvard Park, Pinecrest is like is the best zone or is the best hotspot in that zone. And then like Van Aken, Chagrin is okay. Pinecrest got your high paying restaurant. That's where PF Chang's is, and Condados, and Hyde Park. And there's a couple other I'm forgetting. If you go down on Chagrin, like Van Aken, those are like middle tier restaurants. So that's where like the Cilantro is. There's another Indian restaurant called Saffron Patch, which produces pretty decent orders. So we'll probably get something, but it's just gonna be okay probably. But this is a fantastic order. $22.50, going 7.5 miles. That's all day. All day we're taking that. Potbelly, Corbos, 2 good merchants too, of course. There we go. Drop that off. Yep, we got Saffron Patch, $7.50, going 2.9 miles, taking us right back into University Heights. So we're gonna be back in business as soon as we drop this thing off. So cool. And then this is kind of disappointing. So we let the app run after we drop it off. We get McDonald's. It's that crappy McDonald's in Cleveland Heights, in University Heights. That's on Warrensville Center. Luckily for us, the wait time wasn't anything too drastic. $5 for 2.2. It's 8:48 p.m. So we can't really be expecting too much. We just hope to get something better than McDonald's. But that's what we got, and that's what we took. Still going to drop us off in an area where we could continue to let the app run. So fine. What do we get here? Okay, we let the app run. $9.50 for 3.7 miles. Piata and Little Caesars. It's 9 o'clock p.m. We'll take it. It's not taking us in the hood or anything. It's keeping us in Cleveland Heights. That last drop off is over on Noble. So we're not excited about that, but you know, it is what it is. Oh yeah. But yeah, that damn Little Caesars, they were closed early too. So we ended up getting 162 for that one. So that Little Caesars was the no tip, and that Little Caesars was the one going out on Noble. So actually it worked out in our favor that it didn't come through. It ended up being pretty much like an $8 going like 1 mile. So that a lot better scenario, honestly, for that. Boom. This is the last order of the night here. So we ended up getting this, a stack from Taco Bell at $9.29, $16.58 going 13.2 miles. And shoot, I must have been irritated. I must have been over today because I didn't even try to find a order taking me closer to home. I just got that and I said, you know what, we gonna go home. But 1658, something going towards home. That's what we ended up taking. We ended up making 209.13 on Doordash that day, and 97.18 on UberEats. I say like this day was like an 11-hour shift if you factor in the fact that I did turn my apps off for an hour to get some Chipotle, and we ended up making 304.69. And guys, even though I was frustrated, even though I was super frustrated, we stayed calm and we just worked our plan. And that's why we was able to make money. We didn't let the emotions get the best of us. We continued to work our strategy. We continued to multi-app. We continued to plug away. And we got some good orders. And we made $300. You can't let the emotions of the orders that DoorDash and Uber Eats sends you and the BS that comes with it sometimes, you can't let that override your mind and your decision making. And it was hard for us today, but we did just enough to persevere and make it through. And we made $300 in 11 hours, which isn't bad at all. And bam, 2K at the end of Saturday. And you see the miles there. And you see my annual taxes for the year. I'm going to cut that out. Y'all need to know that, boy. But we're 2-to-1 miles to money. $2,096 for the week. And just a little spoiler. We went out the next day, too. We had to go make some money. And I got a full ride-along coming for that. So you guys can see how much we made. Just a little hint. Sunday. It was a slapper. It was a banger. We made a little bit of money on that Sunday. So, just a sneak peek, and you're going to get that ride-along action for that. But thank you guys for making it to this part of the video. If you guys like these type of videos, if you guys want to continue to see these film rooms in the rotation, like the video, comment down below. Let me know, hey, Mike, we need them film rooms once a week. I got you. Other than that, man, I'm going to see you guys on the next one. Peace. Oh, my gosh.